This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen A Scanner Darkly, a science fiction crime drama from 2006 directed by Richard Linklater. Set 7 years from now, the United States is a surveillance state fighting against Substance D, an addictive drug that can cause extreme hallucinations and eventual brain damage. An undercover police agent named Bob Arctor has integrated himself within this underworld, though this has also resulted in his own addiction to Substance D as he attempts to work his way up the supply ladder. As he attempts to negotiate this double life, the walls begin to close in around him, not only from his addicted roommates and his own boss at the police station, but from his own sanity and mental capacity as he falls further and further into addiction. As you can guess, there's a few layers to unravel in all of this, but the film is able to share all of the necessary information in a smooth manner. The nature of the police state is built up pretty slowly, and only ever really shares new information and technology as it becomes necessary, which might make for a rather plain sort of dystopia on the surface, but in a way becomes a postmodern take on the cyberpunk genre, foregoing a major city in favor of a suburban environment, and bringing more attention to the characters and their roles, rather than making the environment a character in itself. As for those characters, they encompass a range of people who would willingly live in this sort of world, and as such they bring more to these sorts of ideas and images of drug addicts that one might have. It's pretty clear that the story wants to explore those sorts of nuances and the longer-lasting effects of the war on drugs and of drug addiction in itself, ultimately painting a more sympathetic picture. It especially shines a humanizing light on those who people might see as dregs of society, and how those same addicts may be completely conscious of their decisions. Meanwhile, we're also able to see this through Arctor's perspective, as he is living on both ends of this society and finds himself having little to gain from either. Story aside, the film's visual presentation is also interestingly rendered through rotoscoped animation. It makes the ongoing events almost feel like a drug trip, with an eerie sense of familiarity in these settings, while keeping just about everything else either off-putting or off-kilter to a degree, sometimes more significantly than others, depending on whether or not the drugs are taking hold of a person. It's an approach that gives the film an odd balance between comedy and drama, with a wave of highs and lows that ultimately helps to highlight the previously mentioned nuances of addiction and personal control. Even so, it doesn't quite offer much else beyond this artistic liberty and an ability to showcase the strange futuristic technology of this world. The most impressive being suits that mask a person's physical and audible identity. Still, though, it's all more in service of the greater story being told, and the exploration of Arctor's own identity within this world. A Scanner Darkly, Richard Linklater, 2006. 4.5 stars. I definitely recommend watching this film. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I want to say more about this movie, but I don't want to get into any major spoilers. Then again, I could probably stand to make longer reviews.